Hey there, welcome back. It is so great to see you. We have officially hit summertime and let's talk summer themed palettes. So I will be repeating myself because in the last video and the next video I'm filming, I mentioned this, so forgive me, but if it looks like I have cried blood underneath my eyes, it is a fallout from the red shadow. I always do my eyeshadow after my base makeup, so I didn't clean all that up. I tried to wipe it away and it just kind of stained underneath, so it looks like I've been crying blood. I swear to you I'm not. That is just my dumb self doing that. But I wanted to pull out the 5 best palettes in my collection that scream summer and screams like pool time, fun, creativity, brightness galore that'll spruce up the eyes. With the first one being from a brand that is no longer in business. Most of these palettes are probably discontinued, but I encourage you to go into your collection, find something similar, find similar colors, find a similar color palette, or if you have this palette, pull it back out. It's Belle Cosmetics and in collaboration with Breezy Beauty. This is her Tropical Nights palette, and this is very much inspired by her hometown of Hawaii, so it has a very Hawaiian themed color story as well as the shade names. And this palette is just summery. It is the very vibrant, happy, go lucky. It's the, you have your blue tones, which I always correlate to like water and ocean and pools, and it makes you think of the beach, and you're like, oh, I'm inspired to use that for sort of watery, beachy themed looks, or whatever you feel like using the blues for. You have the yellows and the reds and pinks to really like liven and brighten the look up. You have a lot of these really beautiful shimmer shades in here that are so spectacular. They're so smooth and they apply so just vibrant and shimmery and glittery, and they're just absolutely gorgeous. You also have black in here to deepen up some of these shades. You have the white here to sort of make them a little bit more pastel and tone them down. You go like all sorts of different ways and directions in this palette, and it's just summertime, beach, ocean. This screams Hawaii, and she did an excellent job creating this palette and an excellent job with the quality as well. So just so good. Next palette I want to talk about is the Pinky Rose Bright Lights palette. I almost forgot the name. And then I'm like, how can I forget the name? Because this is in my June focus palette, so obviously we can tell why this is in here. Because it is the epitome of June Pride Month. It is the epitome of summer, brights, neons. It's the time that you want to have the very bright, the very bold, the very out there, like notice me eyeshadow. Now there are some pressed glitters in here, the 3 of these, which you can definitely add into your look to very much glam it up and intensify and very much be like, look at me everybody, or you could just disregard them and use them in your nail polish. It's up to you. With the array of your bright tones in here, of your bright green, you have this yellow, you have this very vibrant pink, then you have a purple. You can sort of go all sorts of different ways. You can combine this with other palettes. You can just create a bunch of very neon heavy themed looks. You can do rainbows, you can do just about anything and everything with this palette. Next palette is going to go to the Glamlight and Michaela palette. This one now also can very much work for spring because of some of these like purple tones and some of these more neutrals and like oranges, but I think that you can very much make this whole palette work for summer. You can very much do a neutral eye look with a pop of color, any one of these. You can very much play it up with pinks, purples, blues, the teals, the greens. Like, you have options in here to create those fun Pride look inspired looks, or any sort of the flags for Pride Month. You can just create a very colorful, not sort of rainbow look because you don't have some of the shades that are missing in here, but you can just create just an abundance of looks in this one that'll very much just create the intensified of, they're not neons, but they're like almost close to it. They're still vibrant, they're still pretty and easy to work with, and these shimmers, when you add glitter glue, they very much pop and create that sort of glittery, like gorgeous look. You can top some of these on top of each other to create like a duochrome, multi-chrome effect on them, so you can just have just an absolute play day with this palette. Next palette is a newer one to my collection and will be featured in my half year, 6-month no buy update, so I will link that down below. But this is the Day Day Signature Drops of Fantasy palette. Now the outside of this very much feels very summery, feels very happy, and it's got like the bubbles, everything that you think of summer activities and summertime and going outside and being out of the house and getting your vitamin D and just like feeling more alive again after. But when you look inside of it, it screams happy, bright, fun, go lucky, very intense, very fun looks. You have just options. You have an entire row of like duochromes and multichromes that are just exquisite, and they just shift in all sorts of different directions. Very much play to the rows here. You can play to the columns. You can get, creative with this row. You can get creative with that row. You have depth. You have just so much to work for. You have a fun like yellow look you could create. You have a fun, very bright, vibrant green. You can have a more like sunsetty gradient with purples and peaches. You can do the blues. Like, you can go in all sorts of different directions too. It is not lacking, and quality is really good. I've already played with this and created 4 looks off of it. I very much enjoyed them. I still wanted to enjoy using this palette. But I mean, just summer having these on your eyes, you are going to feel like, oh my god, I am just so pretty. Look at my eyes. Do you want to know what's in my eyes? Like, and the last palette is the most obvious choice you can think of. It's the most obvious pick for summertime because it is your perfect rainbow palette. It has every single color you could need, you could want, or you could ever have in your collection to create a rainbow, a monochromatic look, any sort of look, and pair it with your shimmers, your multichromes, and any other palette in your collection. And it's the OG Blend Bunny Blends palette. This is your palette for strictly matte shades and for strictly the entire rainbow in 3 different variations of its shades. You have 3 browns, light, medium, dark. You have your grayscale, white, gray, black. You have red, light, medium, deepening. Everything in this palette is set up for you in such a perfect, easy to use way and very like eye-pleasing appearance of its palette. You have your red, your orange, your light, you like literally the rainbow. This is what to me is like June, because it is Pride Month and I keep repeating that. This is pretty much all what you need all summer long, and like a shimmer palette that'll very much pair very easily with this of your duochromes, and you are set for the entire month, basically the entire season of summer. So those are my chosen 5 palettes for summer. What palettes would you choose in your collection? Let me know in the comments down below. I would love to chat with you. As always, have an awesome rest of your day and your week, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye guys.